Good morning and welcome to More Than Luck, a podcast about luck and superstitions and all the ways we can sort of pass on goodness in the world. This is our first episode and I'm really excited because today, to talk with me about luck, I am joined by my mother, Barbara.
Hey, good morning, Emily.
Good morning. How are you doing today, Mom?
I'm feeling pretty lucky, actually.
Really?
Yes, I am.
You suddenly got very happy. Just a big smile bloomed across your face.
It's not every day I get to do a podcast with my daughter.
That's true. I'm very excited. Hopefully we can do this more often. Maybe Mom will be a regular guest here on the show. So, here on More Than Luck, our first episode, I feel like I need to explain a couple of things to the listeners. We just talk about, I'll have a guest, for instance, my dear mother here, whom I love, and we'll talk a little bit about some superstitions they might have, ways that they feel lucky, and things that have happened in their life that they feel lucky about, and some of the causes behind that. Mom, my first question to you is,
yes.
Do you feel lucky?
I do feel lucky. I would say I have my good days and my bad days, but most days I feel pretty lucky when I put my head down to rest.
That's awesome. All right, so fun question. Are there any superstitions that you hold right now or that you have held in the past that you would be interested in sharing with us?
Well, I think my biggest thing, and I guess it's a superstition, but I always feel like really careful about jinxing myself. You know what I mean? Like,
really?
Some days, like today, when I say I'm feeling pretty lucky, I'm a little concerned that my luck will change. So you don't want to jinx yourself by feeling too lucky.
Okay.
You always want to be just a little bit humble and kind of hopeful as opposed to just feeling outright lucky.
I see. That's not what I thought you were going to go with.
There you go. I decided to mix it up on you.
So for instance, saying, I feel really lucky would be one way to jinx yourself. Are there any other specific ways that you think of, or is it just, is it just hubris?
Well, I think, so you're talking about superstitions, right?
Yes.
So are there some superstitions that I have? So when I was talking about like jinxing yourself, you would say something like, it's going to be a beautiful day today.
Yes.
That almost guarantees it's going to rain,
Absolutely.
right? Absolutely.
I work outside and I know that that's a terrible jinx.
But there are some superstitions that I do have. So for instance, there's the obvious ones, like I can't walk underneath a ladder.
Okay.
I mean, that just feels,
it feels bad.
It feels bad. I've discounted the black cat one just because when a black cat crosses my path, I always feel lucky when a cat crosses my path.
Real.
So I don't care what color he is, actually. So I feel pretty good about the black cat.
Nice.
There is that one about shoes on the table. Putting
Okay.
shoes on a table.
Now, I heard it was new shoes.
Well, I'm not clear on that one, but I always felt that maybe it was putting like old shoes on a table would be bad luck because, and I try to rationalize why that would be a superstition. And I thought, well, maybe if you had like dirty shoes and you put them on the table, you're eating on the table, maybe people were getting sick and then tracking it back to, oh yeah, that's right, because Daddy put his shoes on the table right before we ate dinner. So I thought about that one, but even new shoes, I don't know. I don't know whether they should touch the ground first before they touch anything else to get good luck. But that is one. Like when I see people put, even when I come back from shopping and I have new shoes in boxes and bags, I cannot put it on the table.
Absolutely.
I don't know why.
I think I got that from you because if ever I see shoes on the table, I get really uncomfortable and I never really thought about it.
It's a little nerve-wracking when you see that.
It's weird how that works.
Yeah. So that would be, I guess that would be my biggest superstition. That is one that, I don't throw salt over my shoulder.
Yeah.
I do avoid walking under ladders only because I feel just in general that's probably a little dangerous.
Yeah. So it's not healthy.
But shoes on the table, I will definitely not do ever.
Okay. So those are a couple of things that make you feel unlucky. You talk about jinxing yourself. If you want to, there's a wooden slat over there. If you want to just real quick knock on wood.
Tap wood.
Right
yes,
over, yeah, right over there. Do you want to go tap wood? No, it's right on the wall. See it? That was some good knocks. We got some good audio on that. So it'll be a lovely day, of course.
It will be a lovely day.
It will be a lovely day. Third time's the charm.
There you go.
So we've talked about a couple of things that make you feel unlucky. Ladders and hubris and shoes on the table. But Mom, what's something that you do that makes you feel lucky?
Oh, well, it's kind of hard to say because, if you do feel lucky most of the time, you don't realize some of the things that you do that make you feel lucky, right? So
Yeah.
you kind of like, these are ordinary things that are nothing out of the ordinary. But one of the things I was thinking about was to feel lucky. What is lucky? It's feeling like you're taken care of, or that good things are coming your way, or that you feel that sense of comfort that everything's going to be okay. Not necessarily lucky like winning the lottery or anything like that, but just that things are going to turn out okay. And I think what I do is I look for those people that perhaps make me feel lucky. So for instance, the other day I was at work and there's a lady who makes coffee every day at work. She makes a big pot of coffee. She never asks for a penny for
God
it.
bless
Everybody, yes, absolutely. Because we do know that teachers run on coffee. But she makes a big pot every day and doesn't charge a dime, doesn't ask for anything. And every morning I can go down there and I can fill up my cup. I know it's always there. Even when she's out, she has somebody else take it over for us.
Nice.
And so I went to talk to her and I just said, I feel so lucky to have somebody that takes care of me. So when you find those people that do those nice things for you, even, big things, little things, I think that's what makes you feel lucky. That makes you feel that, what, even if I don't win the lottery or if I am, sick or something bad happens, people have my back. And I think that's what makes you feel lucky. So I go and I try to find those people that have made me feel that sense of like, wow, I am so lucky to have these people.
That's amazing, Mom.
Why, thank you. It just makes me feel lucky.
Based on what I know of your friend group, I think you have a lot of luck in your life.
I do have
a
lot
of
luck.
Good people in your life. And 3 amazing kids.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. That is true.
But all of your friends they always have your back.
They do.
It's really good.
And yeah, that does. And sometimes, people say you create your own luck or you make your own luck.
Yes, I've heard that one a lot.
I do think there are some people that have a lot of bad breaks in their lives, absolutely, positively. And the ones that I admire are the ones that say, you know what, I broke my back, but I still have my hands, or, whatever. Or, I have friends who bring me meals, so they don't feel necessarily unlucky. They just had a bad thing happen, which we all do. But our luck comes from our sense of, somebody's got us. It's going to be okay. It's not the end of the world.
Man, I don't think I'll be able to do a whole season of this show if you're going to keep hitting the nail on the head like that.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to. We like to set the bar high.
So on this first and last episode of More Than Luck, I have another question for you.
Okay.
You've already mentioned, you said to her, I feel lucky to have you. I want to know just a fun story about one time where you felt really lucky, like out of the blue, stroke of luck, just hit you, and you were just like, yes, lucky.
Yes. I think you're prompting me for a story that I probably have told many, many times.
If you want to tell a different story, that's fine, because I'm super excited for any story you tell.
I'm gonna tell the one that I think you're thinking of, and it may bring a tear to my eye because it was just the most incredible stroke of luck that I could ever have had. So things were kind of tight. Money was kind of tight. I was a stay-at-home mom. Your dad was doing consulting. We were trying to make ends meet, and it was your birthday. Yep. And things were tight, but I thought I had things under control. So I went to the grocery store for your birthday, and I bought a cookie cake that very nicely said on there, "Happy Birthday, Emily." And I thought I had everything taken care of. Well, when I went up to the cash register, for some reason, my card wouldn't work. Yes. And it could have been a computer error. Probably it was an error on my part, but
I think it was the computers.
I thought I'm going to go lucky with the computers. I was not lucky with computers that day, but I might have been a little bit short on my money, maybe misplanned. And I was just a wreck because I was embarrassed that my card wasn't working, and I knew I hadn't brought anything else in, any cash, any checkbook. So I was going to run out to the car, and the woman behind me just very, very sweetly said, "Is that all you have on there? Just put it on mine. Don't worry about it." And so the woman said, "Oh, okay, fine," because I'm sure the cashier was feeling lucky that she didn't have to unring me and then wait back in line while I came back in to get the cookie. So the woman, and I turned to her and I said, No, well, give me your name, your phone number, something. I would be happy to pay you back. I have my checkbook in the car. I can run out right now and get it for you. And she said, no, 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 it is not a problem. And she said something that was really, really touched me. And she said, don't ever deny a person a blessing. So what she was saying to me is that this was her way of kind of paying it forward, maybe getting her own pile of luck build up, and that she was going to do this super, super nice thing for me. So I did explain to her what the purchase was for. It was for my daughter's birthday, and she wished you a very happy, happy birthday.
It was. She
does
not know what she's given us, I think.
And she was so happy to be able to participate in that celebration with us. So she paid for your cookie, would not give me her name, phone number, anything. I could never repay her. But I will say, if there's any time that I see anyone else in need, I do feel the urge to pass on that luck. But that was a day where you think to yourself, I could have come out of the store and said, I don't have any money, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm lonely, whatever. But I came out of that store with a cookie and I felt like the luckiest person in the world. So that is my luck story. And that's where, again, I think, luck sometimes comes in odd shapes, forms, sizes, but that was one of the luckiest days of my life.
You're right. That did bring a tear to my eye.
It does.
We're sitting here crying in the closet.
It is a tough story to tell, but I'll tell you what, as the tears are flowing, the smile's on my face, and I do feel lucky. And
true.
When you feel unlucky, you have to go back to those days and say, you know what, things have been worse, and they have worked out.
Amen.
Amen.
I have nothing poignant to follow that with. Said so perfectly.
Well, good. I hope that was the story you were looking for.
It was the story I was looking for. I love that story, and I love hearing it from you because I don't tell it as well. I wasn't there. I think as a young child, I would not have handled the situation with as much grace as you did. But Mom, thank you so much for being on More Than Luck with me. I'm so glad you're here for my first episode.
I am too. I'm feeling lucky today. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you very much. So Mom, before you go, I have one last question, and that is, do you have anything that you would like to promote while you're on air?
Yes, I would like to promote luck. So if
That's
you
fortunate.
are feeling lucky, I want you to look around at those people that might make you feel lucky, and I think you need to tell them that. That is really super important to bring you your luck, to pass on your luck. Okay?
Mom?
Yes?
You make me feel lucky.
Thank you, Emily. Ditto.
All right. Well, thank you again for being on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And if you guys happen to know anything about where the shoe superstition comes from, feel free to email us. I will probably edit in an email address here because I don't have one yet. And if I haven't, then check the description below. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time on More Than Luck.